Hi guys, today we'll be talking about this DT8 Ultra smartwatch from DT number 1. But first of all, I'd like to say thank you for your continued support, and I'm very sorry I've been gone for a while because if you watch the giveaway draw, you notice I was coughing a lot, and actually that's the day after that, I already had fever, and that's when I found out that I was actually infected with COVID. So I know COVID is supposed to be not a thing anymore because of all the boosters and stuff, but since I have pre-existing conditions, it's really had an effect on me. Okay. Anyway, again, thank you for the support. For me reaching the 300 subscriber goal achievement, and that was for the boot logo smartwatch draw, which is already finished. And also as an update to that one, the if you saw the draw, the winner is Frag Boy. I'll show the details somewhere here. Then after checking, the account Frag Boy is actually the account of one of my most loyal subscriber, which is Raju. This is his account. I'll show it also here. And basically it's a bit funny because he actually subscribed to accounts. One is Frag Boy and one is the Raju account, wherein the Frag Boy is actually his basically dormant account. He just subscribed it for additional entries, and he always uses the Raju account. Like, you'll always see him in all of my videos. He's posting comments, he's liking my videos, he's subscribed to both my channels, and also followed me on Instagram. So basically that account is so active. But in the end, the account that actually won is his dormant account, which is, it just goes to show you, as long as you have an entry, as long as you are subscribed to the channel, you have a chance to win. So basically, of course, the more entries, the more chances of winning. But like what I said, as long as you're subscribed, you have a chance to win. Okay. Anyway, again, congratulations to Frag Boy Raju, aka Raju. So I hope you like the watch that I sent you. So to send to Pakistan, it's a bit I've been communicating with Raju, and I found out that it's a bit difficult sending there. Anyway, we've sorted things out, so hopefully he gets the watch as soon as possible. Although the shipping said it's like it might reach there until April, so hopefully it doesn't take that long. But in any case, congratulations again, Raju, and hope you like the watch. Anyway, so let's go to this review of this DT8 Ultra from DT number 1. Okay, so if you haven't seen the unboxing for this watch, I'll put the link somewhere here. Anyway, so this is the watch. It's very reflective. Sorry, very reflective. So this one, the build is quite good. This one is the one that I like here. This one actually works. These two buttons actually work, and everything works. This crown works, the button here works, this one also works. And the big plus, and like what I always say, the usual use for me for any smartwatch is the heart rate sensor, whether it's my original Apple Watch, or last time I had an LG smartwatch and also a Samsung smartwatch. The most important thing for me is the heart rate sensor. So this one has a working heart rate sensor. The readings are not just randomized. It's actually every time you do a reading, it's going to be roughly the same as the reading as my original Apple Watch. So this is the biggest plus here. Anyway, that one is basically my use for it. That's all. If you ask me, that's my most important use for the watch. But if you like the look of the watch, I can say that this watch really looks good. Okay, so it's not a small watch. It's actually big, especially if you have small wrists like mine, which is quite small. So, but it is still manageable. If you see here, these are all the straps that I try the watch with. This is the strap that it came with, actually. Then I like using the Velcro strap also. Sport. This is another Apple Watch Ultra strap. Like what I say, this one is not so good because it doesn't actually open like the original one, but it does look good with the thing. You can also use it with the link. It still looks okay if you're that guy who can wear such a sporty watch, big watch, sporty watch with basically formal bracelet. If you're that type of guy, then yeah, it's still okay. But my favorite one, this I think is the best strap for an Apple Watch Ultra. So basically, this one, I thought last time that the Velcro one, the sports Velcro strap will be better. Yeah, it's more convenient because you just need to strap it. Basically, they're the same. But this one, because you need to hook it like that. I thought it was an extra thing to do, but after like getting used to it, I really like this one because it's more stretchy compared to this one. It does stretch, but it's a bit stiff compared to this one. See, let's put this on. So like what I said, this works. The strap eject works. Okay, you won't be able to pull it out. Push this. Once you push, then you can pull it out. Okay. Okay. Where's the watch? See, this is the extra, basically extra step instead of just sticking it to the Velcro. But this is, I think, more sturdy. But once you put it on, I've tried the original strap. I think this is called what's this called? The Alpine loop, I think. I forgot what the name of the strap. I'll put it here. Anyway, so this is really seriously feels like the original one, and the comfort, because it stretches and basically conforms with your wrist, is quite good. See? Okay. This is my favorite one right now for the Ultra. Okay, let's take this off first so that I can show you the other stuff. Okay. Check. Press. Press. Okay, this reverse. And now let's power up the thing. Okay, now it's powering up. Sorry, it's very reflective. Okay, anyway, so here's the watch. See, anyway. You can watch the watch faces video for if you want to see all of the watch faces. This one, the watch faces are not so much, and I think the boot logo Ultra smartwatch has more watch faces. Then, if you want to know how to use the watch face features, like adding watch face, it's basically the same as the DT17 smartwatch. So if you want, you can watch the video for that one. I'll put the link somewhere here. Anyway, so now what you see is the it's reflecting. I'll try to put this at an angle. So now you see is the always on display. So almost all of the smartwatch, the clones that I've tried, they all have that one, but you see it still disappears, right? So let's put it on for now, on, right, and when you pull it down, it will go to the always on display, but after a while it will still go off. You see, if we wait for a few seconds, okay, now we wait. You make me look, you got it all inside of you. You see, it still went off. So that one is like, wow, it's a bit of a bummer because it's called always on display, but it still goes off. But what I like about this one, this version, compared to the DT number 17, which is basically the Apple Watch 7 or 8 clone, is that this one has an added feature. Maybe I'll put the brightness to low so that it's easier to see, like that. So now if we go to this one, okay, and we go to, okay, hope I can, that's it. If we go to screen off, you'll see here the screen off. Okay, so this is where you set your technically always on display, the one that you saw just a while ago. So this is where you set it. That's the style one is like that. Style 2 is like the digital one, if you want to see. So that's style 2. Okay, let's go back. But for that one, I like the what do you call this? I like the analog one. Okay, so it's there. Then, though, basically they added, compared to the DT number 17, they added the screen on screen time. Basically, usually screen time is like, if you're looking at the watch, it's going to, once you raise it, it's going to turn on, then after a while it will turn off. So that's this one. This is where you set this one, and usually by default it's set to 5, so that once you wake it up, it will turn off even if you're like this for 5 seconds, or unless you put it down, then it will go to this one, the always on display. Okay, anyway, so going back to that one, sorry, screen off, next. Okay, the time, but this is added. So basically this is a new feature that keep bright. This is more like the what they always on display, because for example we set it here, right? So now we turn it off. So we put, okay, so hard. Let's for example we turn off the screen, it's always on display, sorry. Then once we wake it up like that, as long as you don't turn it down, put it down, the screen will always be lit up. So basically this will be the actual always on display feature. It's closer to the always on display feature rather than the analog stick hands, which turns on if you put it down. If you put it down, it turns on, but this one will go off after a few seconds, as you have seen earlier. But this one, once it's on, as long as you keep your hand like that, it will always be on. So it's like, yeah, you have an always on display. Anyway, that one, from my testing, if you don't set this type of setting, which is the always on display, which is the analog stick, and this one, keep bright, the watch is pretty much the same. The watch battery life is like the DT number 17, which is basically 2 weeks. It can reach until 2 weeks depending on your settings, how you use it. For me, it's 2 weeks, roughly 10 days to 2 weeks, around that area. For example, even if you always if you turn on the hourly checking of the heart rate. So that will run automatically. So even if you turn that on, even if your screen is on highest brightness, it will still be around that area. But once you turn this feature on, the always on display and the keep bright, I've noticed that the battery life is really affected. It only lasts, from my test, it only lasts roughly around 2 days. So you have to keep that in mind, okay? But if you want, an Apple Watch actually lasts 2 days anyway with that setting. So it's basically the same as an Apple Watch. Okay. Anyway, if you want that type of usage, that look, then you can keep it. But if you want to turn it off, you can turn it off. Okay. Okay. That's basically how I use the watch. And for me, the heart rate and the look, for those two things, I can say that this watch is a good watch. If you want an alternative to an actual Apple Watch Ultra, except for the messaging and all the other apps, health apps, of course, that's what you pay for. Aside from the brand name, of course, those are the things that you pay for. But if you just want the look and basically like some features like the heart rate, which is the important one for me, then this one is it's a good deal. Okay. Then one thing I want to show you, the charging. This is the charger, which is, of course, it's a wireless charger. And once you plug it in, you'll see there that it will have like lights. Okay, it's a blinking light. It's a bit hard to get. Hope you can see it. You see it's green. There. Okay, it's a blinking green light. Sorry, it's hard to hold. Okay. There, the green light will be blinking, and once it stops, it means it's fully charged. Okay, sorry. Okay, then one feature here is once you put this here, you'll see this icon once you put it in. So, but that one is like the old style. They added that one is basically for DT number 17 watch. They also basically updated that one. Hope I can see it. Where did I? Screen off, vibration. Okay, hold on. This one, it's a bit hard to see, bedside lamp. So if you turn that on, okay, put this back there. Once you connect the charger, it will show you something like this, which is basically like what an original Apple Watch screen will look like once you connect it to a charger. And this one will be lit as long as you're charging. Okay, it also will do this. See, just like the original Apple Watch. So if you want to put it like a stand, the original Apple Watch Ultra stand, and use it as a like time, a clock, a digital clock while they're charging, then you can do it like that. But for me, I noticed that if I do this while charging, it basically makes charging longer. So I usually just turn this off. But if you want to, it is a good feature, and you can just turn it on or turn it off. But for me, for charging, I just base the status by checking if this is already stopped or by turning on the watch. Okay, anyway guys, that's all for this DT8 Ultra smartwatch. Actually, there's a newer version of this one, which I think this one is already good, but I think the upgraded version, which is the DT8 Ultra Max, is even better. Anyway, that one I've already ordered also, and what do you call this? I'll also be giving that away. So guys, just a reminder, so the boot logo Apple Watch Ultra draw is already finished because we've already reached the 300 subscriber goal, And as I mentioned on my previous video, this one is for the 400 subscriber count goal, which is not so far anymore. So please do like, share, and subscribe so that we can reach the goal, the 400 subscriber goal faster, and we can do the draw for this one. Anyway, guys, that's all for now. Again, thank you for all the support, and bye. Sorry, another feature I forgot to include is now this one has this one, like the Apple Watch basically. It has the background apps. You can see and you can close the background apps. Okay, you can close one by one, or you can close it here, then all. So now everything is closed. Okay guys, bye.